Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to today's show. Today we're going to do some more work on the General Patton. We're going to get the interior finished up. There's a couple of techniques that I use or have used that I want to show you guys. One of them is a little bit weird, but hey, that's my moniker. So before we get into it, I just wanted to warn you, and it's going to turn out really nice. The project's coming along. I think one more installment after this. We're going to wind up doing some work on the engine. Haven't got quite that far yet. And then the final assembly. So today we're doing the interior. Stick with Mad Dog Merv, and we're continuing on the General Patton. When we last finished the last installment, we had started at least to paint the interior, and I had used this US Earth Red that I had left over. It's an acrylic that turned out pretty darn good for the color I wanted for the interior. Now, not going to put a back seat in it. Went ahead and painted that area with the black, and you can see here how the seats turned out. The whole thing looks pretty good, so we're going to go and we're going to move on from here. First, by taping off some of these areas with some Tamiya tape and using the Molotow liquid chrome on a brush to do the trim. So this is how it's come out so far. We've got these areas where the door opening is, and they're pretty deep. A lot of guys wouldn't bother to accentuate those, but I am. I'm going to accentuate them. So I'm going to take my wash, my enamel wash by AK. It's the grimy NATO camo vehicle wash, and some odorless thinner. And I'm going to put it down in the recesses here. Now, if I get some that's not in the recess, I can wipe it off. I mean, it's an enamel wash. If I need to, I can come back with some odorless thinner and remove it, but come on, baby. There we go. So there's that. Put some in this area up here. Spilled my enamel wash. How about that? Or my odorless thinner. Okay, we got those lines taken care of. I'm going to do the same thing here on the dash. Even though these are pretty already defined. there's that. Okay, so now here's a little trick that I wanted to share with you guys. So, you see these seats, and you see how this one over here has just a bit of a sheen to it. Looks a little bit more like vinyl than this one. Okay, and that's what we're going for, is the vinyl look, because that's what they are. So how do I do that? How do I achieve that? Well, I guess if you had used a semi-gloss paint or a matte paint to begin with, you could also spray it with something called matte varnish. But there's an old school trick, it's very, very simple, that I'm going to show you how I do this. Now, I know this, it's going to sound a little gross maybe to some people. It's going to sound really weird and bizarre. But honestly, it's a trick I learned over 20 years ago. If I want to get this sheen on here, which I do in this particular build. So what I do, most of us keep our hands, fairly clean, or we wear gloves. And you try not to handle your paint too much, because, well, you can leave finger marks on it. However, this is exactly what we want to do. Now my hands are pretty dry right now, so what I'm going to have to do, and yes, I did take a nice shower this morning, so I clean and all that fun stuff, but your body still puts out oils, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub my face. I'm going to rub it real good, my forehead, my face, and you can't really see any difference on my hands, but watch this. I'm going to rub the plastic, or the paint. Now this works good with the enamels for sure. Honestly, I don't know if I've tried it on a non-enamel paint or not. Maybe I have, I can't remember. But anyway, the natural oils on your skin tend to leave a bit of a shiny ness to the seat. Look at that. I know you guys are going to think I'm nuts for doing this, but it's got a nice vinyl looking sheen to it. So winner chicken dinner for me. Now I could have done that to the door panels beforehand if I really wanted to, and I probably should have. I mean, I can at least rub the top here, and you can definitely see a difference. Yeah, I should have done that to the whole thing at the beginning, but I didn't, so oh well. But anyway, hopefully you can notice that. Of course, I wouldn't do it to this area because it's painted metal. But this one little piece right here is a piece of vinyl. So I'm going to rub it down and give it just a little bit of a sheen. So, okay, this is the place to see weird stuff, so here you go. On to the next thing. So I've gone ahead and assembled everything. The steering wheel, I just went ahead and painted the steering column in the tan color. I actually used a little bit different brownish color on it. You can see just a slight difference, which is what I was going for, because it should be painted metal. Anyway, went ahead and put the roll bar in, got the fire extinguisher painted up. I did not put the console in, wanted a console delete on this car. Went ahead and put the shifter in, however. Painted up the instrument panel. You did notice that the radio looked a little bit different, black. I painted that with the black Templar, and looks just a little bit different than the rest of the black around it. So anyway, I think it turned out pretty good. This is going to look really good, I think, in the General Patton project. And, well, we will move on to doing the engine next, and hopefully we'll get this thing buttoned up in the next installment. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks for joining us today, and I hope you found this useful.